tax sale overages list. What is it? How do you get them? What does it mean? And what kind of opportunity is this? Well, a tax sale overages list is a list of monies that are left over from properties that have been sold at real estate tax sales. Now, real estate tax sales, to be clear, are sales of real estate that happen because someone didn't pay the real estate taxes. These are not related to IRS taxes or income taxes in any way. It's because the owner did not pay the real estate taxes, and that happens all the time. On average, there are about 3,000 properties sold every business day in America for various reasons. But the bottom line is they didn't pay their taxes, and so their house gets sold out from under them. Happens all across the country. It's been happening since the country was founded because they take collecting taxes deadly seriously. And why? Because most of those taxes go to pay for schools, firefighters, police, the mayor's office, the pothole filling crew, the trash collectors, the county government, the county sheriff, all these necessary services. And those local governments don't have the ability to just say print money like the federal government does. They have to have pretty much a balanced budget. And a lot of their costs are absolutely fixed, like the school and all that operating. That takes the same amount every year. So everybody's got to contribute. So they take that deadly seriously that you pay those taxes. And they will let you go 3 to 4 years. But once you get 3 to 4 years past due on taxes, they will sell that property out from under you. And here's the thing, especially when it's a piece of improved real estate. What improved real estate means is not raw land, but something that has a structure or something built on it. Could be a parking lot, could be a house, could be an office building, could be anything. But improved means that it's not just raw land, something's been built on it. Pretty much all of those improved land properties are going to have overages. Now, what is an overage? Overage is the difference between what the property sold for at the tax auction versus how much you owed in taxes. So let me just give you a real life example. Average house in America is about $400,000 these days, according to the St. Louis Federal Reserve. So $400,000 price. On average, the real estate taxes are a little less than 2% of the home value per year. So let's use 2% because it's easier to, just for conversation, to calculate. So $400,000 house, 2% tax bill per year is about an $8,000 per year tax bill. If you fall 3 to 4 years behind, so we're talking about $24,000 to $32,000 behind in taxes, they will sell your house. No kidding. They'll sell it right out from under you and they'll push you out of your house and give it to somebody else who will pay the taxes. And for people who fall behind, they're obviously in a bad financial place, otherwise they wouldn't fall behind in their taxes. And to make matters worse, the penalties and interest are very high. So if you owe $24,000 in taxes from being 3 years behind, probably you're going to have about a $50,000 bill by the time you're all said and done with the penalties, interest, the cost of sale. But that's a $400,000 house we're talking about. And at these tax sale auctions, the bidding is competitive. There are people that want to bargain on housing because houses are expensive. So a $400,000 house at an auction is going to sell for somewhere between 70 and 80% of its value. So 70% of a $400,000 house is a $280,000 sale price. So if you owed $50,000 and your house just sold for $280,000, there's a big difference between those two numbers, right? The county collected $280,000 from a bidder, yet the county only needs $50,000 to pay the taxes. That means that there's $230,000 left over. That is the money that's called overages. Sometimes they're called overbids. Sometimes you'll see them called excess funds. And they keep records of those sales and of the money that's left over. So to get the list, you need to reach out to the county or the office in the county that held the tax sale and ask them for a list. Oftentimes these days you can do that through Google searches and internet searches, but if you can't find it from a Google or internet search, then go ahead and contact the office. Most of them right on the websites have a place where you can submit an inquiry by email or on a form on the website, which is ultimately going to convert to email. Just send them an inquiry and that should get you the list. And then you'll see for yourself all this money that's left over. And just to give you sort of frame of reference, when I'm dealing with a county with a population of 70 to 80,000 people, then I'm expecting to see $1.5 million to $2 million worth of overages in that county at any given time. That's my expectation. and a lot of really good deals where you can really help people by getting them a lot of money. You can make a lot of money yourself because you get paid a percentage of the money they help recover. That's about what I expect. So this is a really lucrative business. To me, it's a fun business. And what's fun about it is that I'm helping people who've really been kicked to the curb. I mean, they lost their house because they couldn't pay their taxes. They feel terrible. They feel sad. They feel bad. And I'm getting them big lump sums of money that they otherwise never would have expected. Now, overages range in all kinds of sizes. A typical overage we're going to work is average $90,000 or so. But there are ones that are $20,000, ones that are $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. There are all kinds of sizes, and there are many of them, way more than we could ever work, given that there are about 3,000 tax sales per day in the United States. There's no way we can keep up with them all. So there's plenty out there for you, and there are plenty of people that need help. And these folks have no idea that there's anything called overages, that there's any way they could get money left over from a tax sale. Because when people are in that kind of stress, they're not getting advice from lawyers. They don't have the money to pay a lawyer. If they had money, they'd pay their taxes. So they don't get advice. It's not common knowledge. So you can get this specialized knowledge. You reach out to people, offer the help. Some people will take it. Some people won't. Don't worry about it. You can't, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. But the people that do hire you are going to be thrilled in the end when you come with a big check they never expected that can literally give them a new lease on life. Money for them to get back into housing. Money for them to get their life restarted again. And more importantly, just a reframing mentally that everything is not all bad, that there is actually hope for them and something positive. So you can be a great force for good. So if you're a person that wants a business where you can make good money and you can really help people, overage is definitely a good business for you to be into. I love it. It's my full-time business. I think it's a great business. So hopefully this is helpful to you. If you have questions, just put them down below. My staff generally goes periodically and we just gather the questions together and we use those to make new videos. Because they say, oh, people are asking about this, let's make a video on that, because I can't think of every topic. So I love to get the topics from you. So if you got some questions, put them down there. Also, I've recorded a longer video on the overages business. There's a link down below that's intro to the overages business. You can click on that link. It's 15 to 20 minute long video. It's not terribly long, where I give you more details about the overages business and head you towards knowing what you need to know to see if that would be a business for you. I think it's a great business, favorite business I've ever owned, but you need to educate yourself and see if you do it. So if you want to know more, click on that link. The video is free right here on YouTube. You can learn more. But whatever you do, I wish you the best luck. Hope this was educational and beneficial for you. So this is Bob Diamond. Click on the video for the intro to the overages business, and I'll see you over there.